Hello, everyone. Welcome to your next episode of Kingdom Combos. I'm Dr. Shirley.
And I'm Leandra Williams. And thank you all so much from the bottom of our hearts for tuning in every single week, every Wednesday with us. Wednesday is starting to become our favorite day, if it's not yours already.
Right?
So just Wednesday, hump day, Kingdom Combos Day, 11/11. Don't forget. If you do forget, go ahead, go to the channel, subscribe. It sends you a little reminder because we don't want you to miss out.
Correct.
But today we definitely wanted to dive into purpose-filled, purpose into profit, and also just how to maximize on our profit, but doing it purposely on purpose.
Listen. One thing that I have learned, my favorite word that I have learned from my mentor was that we are multifaceted individuals.
Amen.
Because God is multifaceted. So back in the day when you and I was young, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I want to be a police officer. I want to be a fireman. I want to be a doctor. Listen, no such thing anymore. There is not one job anymore. We have so many jobs. And I think that's where a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, what's my purpose? What do I want? Honey, it's everything. Okay. It is everything. Do not put yourself in a box.
No.
Okay. No more. Like, no more just one-minded thinking. You can do anything. Man, full-grown woman, child, okay? We've got children and their YouTube pages with like 5 million subscribers and they already have like 401ks and Roth IRAs. Like,
social media and the tools and everything have really opened up that box for everybody. Nobody has to stick to and I'm not saying anything, but when we grew up, it was just like, do you want to be a vet? You want to be a doctor? You want to be a police officer, fireman? And it was just like only like those were the only jobs that were worth achieving almost. Like those were the only jobs that were something like you made it and you got the white picket fence and you're good. And
the American dream.
It was a dream. If you were like, oh, my father is a police officer, it was like, you are well respected. So it was just more so like, it's like really just thinking outside the box now is almost a little bit more respected too, because we're not so used to, certain generations were stuck very much so in their ways. Correct. Where you work a 9 to 5, you go to work, you have a boss, you clock out, once you're done with work at work, you go home and you get onto the business at home. But now it's a little bit more involved, and now we can become a little bit more creative, and now we can start to dig in and figure out, what do I want to do, what do I enjoy? And even if there is not a lane made for that, whatever your vision is, even if there's not something already created, there's so much opportunity to go ahead and make something that you can truthfully and honestly say like that you envisioned this, you made this, and now you get to turn your passion into profit because you are able to maximize on that, and it's something you're passionate about. So just think about when you really care about something and you put your heart and soul into it. It's almost like, you're going to have moments of failure. I'll call it. I call it 100%. lessons. But you're going to fail, but you're going to get back up. You're going to learn from everything that you've already done wrong, because you're going to make sure you do it right. I don't know how many times that man had to do the light bulb, but what if he stopped? What if he stopped and we didn't? Is it Thomas Edison with the light bulb? Okay, I don't know. But what I am getting at, and you understand what my point is, don't fact check me. But what I'm getting at is just the opportunities that we have that we were never allowed to have. I was complaining to Shirley last year. Let's see if she remembers.
A whole year ago. Okay.
A whole year ago. And I'm a realtor. I'm a full-time realtor. I absolutely love what I do. Hands down, I have found my purpose. And I know that there are other things that I'm supposed to do. But right now, right here, that's what I have. But I also love floral arrangements. I love flowers. I love making my own arrangements. There's something about just
If you want to
like
gift Leandra, flowers is it. Like,
I'm just give flowers now. I'm huge on that. I'm like, give me my flowers now, not just in a physical sense, but verbally too. Like, give people their flowers now. And it ties me with my grandmother. So there's a lot of passion there. I'm not going to tell you I have a green thumb. If you gave me some land, I don't know, my flowers would look very wild. They wouldn't look all pretty. And
at least they would be alive.
They
girl.
would.
Mine would be holding on to dear life. Okay. When I go to the store, I'm like, I need flowers that I can burn, mow over.
You need a succulent.
They'll die and resurrect. Those are the flowers I need.
You need a succulent flower. But I was talking to you, Miss Shirley, and I don't know if you recall, and I was very much so on the thought and leap and jump and taking a chance on opening another business.
I still send you photos.
I just paused it. This is not something I'm not doing. It's just something I have not done yet, but I am so excited for when the time comes, and I know it will align perfectly and happen when it's supposed to. There will be no friction when it's time for this to come to fruition. But I said to Shirley, and I was like, and I don't know why I can't stop this. This is what I want to do. I want everybody to be here supporting me, and I want people to be like on board, and I want everybody to do what I do for them. And I caught myself and I said, look at me complaining about having an option of starting a business as a woman and in this world, and just how far we have come to how much there has been so much. We have evolved into a different kind of creature all the way around the spectrum. And it's so important to let go of excuses. Whatever you're passionate about, go for it. Make a plan, set it up, and go for it. Don't let everybody else feed into what you're doing. I'm not saying to put your financial...
And you don't even have to share it with everybody, because there are a lot of people, a lot of haters, a lot of people who don't believe in themselves, that they will tear you down. Like, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Oh, I tried that. Well, that was you.
That was you.
That wasn't me. God called me to do this. So I'm sorry it didn't work for you. Did you consult God? So you don't have to tell everyone your plan. I'm telling you, when this podcast came, we had planned it for like a good 8 months before we literally said, okay, be on the lookout for Kingdom Conversations. Like, that was it. We're going to publish in 2 weeks. That was it. Like, no one knew except obviously our significant others. But other than that, like, we work in silence. But aside from even just your flower business, this Kingdom Convos, you had said something so important that I just want to reiterate. Like, today in 2024, we have so many opportunities, so many doors open that we didn't have before because of social media, right? Like, I can just immediately think of people who write and people who sing, right? So writers, it was really hard to get a publisher. You have the most amazing manuscript and you're trying to sell it. You've been writing for years. You probably have a whole series, but you could not get a publisher, right? Well, now we got Amazon KDP. We've got so many opportunities for you to just publish your book, get your work out there. Just because the big publisher didn't think your book can sell, well, dag nabbit, my family believes in me and they're going to buy that book. And so will my friends in my community. And when it came to singing, right? Oh, we got to get that record deal, like, here's my mixtape, like all of that. But now, oh my gosh, so many people are discovered on YouTube and TikTok. Like, actually, sidebar, this prophet that I listen to every morning, Prophet Troy, he says that so many souls are being won through TikTok. He's on Facebook, YouTube, and his personal church app. But so many souls are being won through TikTok.
Well, I'm happy to hear something good has happened on the social media platform.
I'm telling you.
You just blessed me with that word because I didn't know that.
So many doors are being opened that, yeah, you might have your 9 to 5 job that pays the bills, that, you're able to get health care and all your benefits from, but do not
Limit.
bury,
Don't limit.
right? Don't limit, don't bury what you're passionate about, that hobby you've mastered over the years, that can literally turn into profit. And you don't need this big 20-page booklet business plan either. You are the CEO, the marketing department, the finance department. You are all of that, and it can be easy, whether it is through social media, whether it is through partnering with someone else who shares the same vision. Like, it is an easy lift. Does it require time and dedication? For sure. But when you're passionate about it, does it really feel like work? Right? Because when my daughter and we were writing our book, listen, there were times I'm so tired, but then I would learn like, ooh, this is being creative, and my creative juices would get going. So now I'm like up till 1 a.m., like trying all these different things out because I get to be creative and it's energizing me. So it didn't feel like, oh man, I have to stay after work till 8 p.m.
Right.
putting together this prospectus and this plan and this report. And it didn't feel like work when you're doing what you love, people. And that's why we're here to encourage you. You can. And if you haven't, you must turn your passion, your purpose into profit. You do not have to have one job.
How did this just happen?
Did I?
Hi, Jade.
Am I in the wrong place at the wrong time? Am I wrong?
Oh my gosh. I love this.
No, we're
That was-
wrong. We're wrong. So we'll end this one like this, everybody. Just a preview of who you will be having on Kingdom Convos is the Jade Simmons.